All right, everybody, National Signing Day has ended. Avantae Williams has shocked a lot of people and has chosen the University of Miami over Florida. I personally thought he was a lock to Florida. Like I said in my last video, he is a human being. We all make last-second changes, last-second choices, and he has chosen Miami. He is officially a Miami Hurricane, the number 2 safety in the nation by 247 Sports, and he was rated number 1 in the nation by ESPN. 4-star recruit, huge get. Look at our safety room right now. Avantae Williams, Jalen Harrell, Keontre Smith, Amari Carter, Bubba Bolden, and Gervin Hall, guys. It is stacked. What a great grab by the University of Miami. Huge credit from Coach Bander recruiting Avantae Williams since 8th grade. Huge get. I can't stress enough how great of a job Manny Diaz has done this offseason. This was just the icing on the cake. So big congratulations to this coaching staff. All right, so let's get into what happened after National Signing Day. Manny Diaz had a press conference. He said there is 1 spot left in the 2020 class. So what do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts. It's either going to be a wide receiver or a offensive lineman. They can either pick up Tariq Black, who they've been in conversation with, or they can go after a offensive lineman. I think the main goal here is not to waste a scholarship. We saw with a lot of players in the past like Austin Martin, Tommy Kennedy, Chigozie Oruka, who really did not play at all. Austin Martin ended up transferring, and I think Tommy Kennedy ultimately played against Louisville. So we don't want to waste a scholarship here, so you want to give it to a meaningful player who's going to play a lot, who you're going to count on throughout the season. So if Tariq Black is that player, offer him. But if you think there is an offensive lineman who can start or compete for a starting job on this football team, you offer that offensive lineman. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward with only 1 scholarship left available in the 2020 class. We also have 14 offensive linemen going into the spring, so it's going to be very interesting, the development with Gary and Justice. I'm very excited to see what these 14 offensive linemen can do. I'm sure we can assemble a strong offensive line with decent depth, hopefully, with good coaching and development. All right, so Ed Reed did speak as well. He said that he can contact recruits and FaceTime them and can speak to recruits on campus. Now, Ed Reed cannot go on the road and recruit players. He can also not stay on the sidelines when the game is going on. I'm sure he has access to the locker room before the game or halftime or after the game, but he can still talk to recruits when he is on campus. And basically, ultimately, he stated he's not here to hire or fire people. He is here to be Manny Diaz's right-hand man, and I think ultimately he is going to be a huge impact, not only in recruiting, but also just mentoring players. You know, if a player has a question to ask Ed Reed, maybe they can go and watch film together. Maybe just life choices. As a counselor, Ed Reed can be there to mentor these young men, and I think it's going to be a great asset to the program. It's just 1 step in the right direction, and I like what Coach Diaz has built this offseason. I definitely tip my hat off to Coach Diaz. Hell of a job. Lastly, guys, just want to say, man, we finished 6-7. All right. We reel in Quincy Roche, De'Ara King, Rhett Lashley, Andres Bordegales, Avantae Williams, and we have the number 17 recruiting class in the nation. I couldn't be more proud of Coach Diaz and the staff for working their asses off. This is just the start of something new. I truly think we're heading in the right direction. I know last season put a very strong sour taste in all our mouths, but you gotta like what Coach Diaz is building this offseason, and I just hope it pays off in the win and loss column. So I'm very excited. Spring practice starts in 25 days, guys, so I can't wait. The site and location for the spring game has not been announced yet, so as soon as I get more information on that, I will let you guys know. Guys, it's always all about the U. Go Canes.